I think the biggest, most emotional moment was probably getting drafted. That was like the beginning of it all. Like that was, it was just me having big dreams. Nobody knew if I was ever gonna be an all-star. Nobody knew if I was gonna be a great player or be horrible. Nobody knew. All I knew was the dreams that I had inside of my own head and what I wanted to do. And those things you can't explain to somebody. Like you can't go up at that time and say, I want to win 5 championships. They'll look at you like you're crazy. And to me, that was the most beautiful, purest times. I never wrote it to be a poem. I just wrote it to as a letter. It's like as if you were writing something to a letter to your wife or something like that, right? I wanted to say something to the game, and so I wrote a letter. And the fact that it's being received as a poem was pretty shocking to me, but it's pretty cool too. Always look back on them and look at the innovation in each one of them, and because each shoe is very innovative for that time period. And now what we have is we've kind of have a combination of some of the best technologies that we've had over the last 10 shoes. And so I always try to focus on the next one. And a lot of work too. We spend a lot of time on every little detail of it. So I didn't want to do a high shoe. At the time, there's a lot of high shoes. And so we said, let's revisit the Huarache technology. We believe that we can add a strap that provides ankle stability. The Huarache really locks the forefoot in, which gives you kind of the comfort of kind of having the shoe and the foot kind of merge and form as one at the time. And so it made sense to revisit that technology because of the specifications that I was looking for as an athlete. So the idea behind the 11 was to evolve the 10. And so in the 10, you saw a great combination of marriage of a bunch of technologies. And with the 11, it's no different. So we've had the free technology. We have a kind of a sturdier Flyknit technology, so we've improved that. You have the Zoom airbag technology that's still in there. So we've been able to combine these technologies that generally behave in isolation and normally don't communicate with each other. But we figured out a way to make that happen. And so the 11 is really a progressive evolution of the 10. It's strange because we've been working on this shoe for a couple of years now, right? And so now it's always beautiful to have the public see what we've created. But now, we've been hard at work, to finish the 12 and then start working on the 13. You know what I mean? Which for those moment in times will be the perfect shoe, hopefully. Like I moved out here when I was 17 years old. I'm 37 now. So I've seen the city grow up. From living in the Palisades to seeing how Santa Monica grew, to seeing how Venice grew, to living out in Orange County. I remember in the city of Orange County when there was nothing there, and now there's all of these buildings and high rises. So I've literally grown up with the city, but not just the city itself, but also the people in the city. I really draw inspiration from a myriad of disciplines, as well as business leaders. And I've been very lucky to be in this city where it hosts, where it's a hub for a lot of the most brilliant minds, most creative minds in the world.